KD Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to show my appreciation and give some shots out to the early birds, starting with Moses Silas. What's up, Moses? Kevin German, what it do? Damon Hill, what up, what up? Life with Addict. What's up, Montgomery, Alabama? Max Lowe. Here's another one, Capital Bay. Christopher Sam. Yeah. Capital Bay, that's what I said, man. No. Antonio Griffin. Yep. Karen LZ. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, Detroit. C-Dub. Let's go, Quanda, Washington. Brandon Pitts, Cincinnati, Ohio. Curtis Hayes, Monique Spicer, New Jersey. What's up? What's up, Oakland, California? Alex L. Doc Stones. King Willie. What up? Fam, I'm going in. I'm going in. This one right here, this one hurts, man. This one hurts. Smokey Robinson is one of the most revered figures in music. And as a person, Smokey Robinson has always stood on business, and he's always been considered a good guy. You'd be very hard-pressed to find anybody who has a problem with Smokey Robinson. I'm talking about for decades and decades and decades, no slanderous, no defamation whatsoever aimed at Smokey Robinson. Not even remotely. But now you got 4 women who claim that Smokey Robinson RAP'd and SA'd them. So the story goes, singer Smokey Robinson is being accused of sexual battery, assault, and creating a hostile work environment in a lawsuit filed by lawyers representing 4 of his former housekeepers on Tuesday. The 4 women, all whom are listed as Jane Does, are accusing the Motown artist of unwanted acts toward them. Robinson's wife, Frances Robinson, is also listed as a defendant in the suit. Good Morning America reached out to the representatives for the couple. Jane Doe, one worked for Robinson as a housekeeper at his Chatsworth residence in Los Angeles, California, from January 2023 to February 2024. This is according to the complaint. The complaint said that Smokey first sexually assaulted Jane Doe on December 1st in March. Let me back up. Assaulted Jane Doe 1 in March of 2023, and the assault continued until her forced resignation in February 2024. Jane Doe 2 worked as a housekeeper from around May 2014 to February 2020 at Robinson's Chatsworth home, the complaint said, and she is accusing Robinson of repeated sexual assaults and harassment. She is accusing Frances Robinson for failing to take the appropriate corrective or action to prevent her husband's deviant misconduct. Jane Doe 2 is also accusing Frances Robinson of perpetuating a hostile work environment while included screaming at her and using ethically pejorative words and language, the suit said. Jane Doe 3, who worked for Robinson as a housekeeper between February 2012 and April 2024, is also accusing Robinson of sexual harassment, assault, and rape, the suit said, while accusing Frances Robinson of perpetuating a hostile work environment. Jane Doe 4 was not only a housekeeper for Robinson at the Chatsworth residence from October 26 to April 2024, from October 2006 to April 2024. But she was also a personal assistant to Frances Robinson, the suit said. She claimed in the complaint that Robinson first sexually assaulted her in 2007 when she accompanied him in his Las Vegas home, and the unwanted sexual advances continued until she resigned. According to the suit, all four women were unwilling to report Robinson's alleged acts to authorities due to their fear of losing their livelihood while bringing reprisal, public embarrassment, shame, and humiliation to them and their families. The women are seeking a sum of no less than $50 million in damages to all causes of action, as well as a jury trial. At a press conference on Tuesday afternoon in Los Angeles, 3 of the 4 plaintiffs were present while the 4th appeared remotely. Attorney John Harris, who is representing the women, detailed the principal causes of action against Robinson and called the singer's alleged acts despicable and reprehensible misconduct. Our 4 clients have a common thread. They're Hispanic women who are employed as housekeepers by the Robinsons, earning below minimum wage, he said. These courageous 4 women have collectively decided to come forward and share their experience of being sexually assaulted by Mr. Smokey Robinson and stand up for their rights as well as the rights of other women, particularly those that may be victimized by him in the future. He called the lawsuit the first step of their journey to achieve that. During the question and answer portion of the press conference, attorneys for the Jane Does said they haven't heard from Robinson and said that he hasn't responded to the complaint or any of the allegations. All right, fam. Y'all know how we do this. Give me a thumbs up if you believe this. Thumbs up if you believe this. Let me see where y'all at. Let me see if y'all thinking like me. Give me a thumbs up if you believe these 4 women were sexually assaulted and brutalized and everything else by Smokey Robinson and his wife. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, sound like a money grab. Another money grab. Sound like a money grab. What do y'all think, fam? Let's see. Montreal down. Angela down. Moses up. Stanley down. K9 down. Dwayne down. Bon down. Dr. Carlos Capel down. Mike down. Patrick down. Charles down. Miss Ladd, I can't say that name. Miss Ladd. Yeah. Well, that's down. Mary down. Charles down. Cleo down. Joe down. Enoch down. Nicole down. So y'all with me, man. I'm with y'all. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm gonna tell you, fam, and I'm not ashamed to say I don't believe it. I'm not embarrassed to say I don't believe it. I know, this sexual assault is something that we supposed to all tiptoe around, because it is a very serious issue. It's a very sensitive issue, right? Because it does affect a lot of people. I would go as far as saying at least 1 out of 3 women have been SA'd in their lifetime, or will be SA'd in their lifetime. So it's a very serious thing. On the other hand, there are so many people out there that take advantage of people's emotions because of it being such a serious thing and people taking it so seriously. There are people out there that abuse the system and flat out lie. All of these cases coming out, everybody asking for 50 million. Is 50 million the magic number these days? 50 million. I want 50 million. What sound good? 50 million. Everybody want 50 million. Is there a certain thing that everybody need 50 million for to buy? Or it's just it's just a number that sounds good. What is it? Everybody want 50 million. 50 million. Now, the Jane Doe, I can't even keep up with them. There's so many of them. The Jane Doe who worked for the couple for 16 years. They had one who worked for them for 16 years, another worked for like over 10 years, one worked for a year. Listen, fam. So that Jane Doe says she worked for the couple for 16 years. You work for the couple for 16 years and starting in 2016, you started working by 2000. No, it wasn't. Hold on, let me back up. I'm tripping. That can't even possibly add up. Okay, let's get these numbers right. So Jane Doe number 4 was not only a housekeeper, follow this, fam. She was not only a housekeeper for Robinson at his Chatsworth residence from October 2006 to April 2024, 18 years, but she was also a personal assistant to Frances Robinson. She claimed in the complaint that Robinson first sexually assaulted her in 2007 when she accompanied him in his Las Vegas home, and the unwanted sexual advances continued until she resigned. So let me get this straight. She worked for them. This is by her own admission. She worked for Smokey for 18 years. Within the first year, he SAs her. She continues to work for him for 17 more years as the SAs continue. It continued for 17 more years. She's just there, grown-ass woman. She's just there. A grown woman free to come and go when she wants to. She's going in and out of state. She's a personal assistant, which means she got access to going places by herself. She can make phone calls. They ain't got her tied up in a dungeon or nothing. She can pick up the phone and call the police anytime she want to call the police. But she accepts this abuse for 18 years. It don't end until she resigns. And the only way to stop this abuse is for her to finally leave after 18 years. Now, it makes sense that if you are being misused and abused, that you resign immediately, though, not wait 18 years to resign. 18 years of sexual abuse? A grown woman? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. At this, I want to see some evidence, man. You know what? Because it don't matter if I believe it or not. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? Smokey Robinson I ain't never heard nobody, and I mean no, I've been in the game 35 years. Okay? I've been in this music and entertainment industry for 35 years. I know a lot of people who know Smokey Robinson. I ain't never heard anybody say anything bad about Smokey Robinson, let alone accuse him of SAing somebody, let alone accuse him of misusing and abusing somebody. I ain't never heard it, not even remote. Man, if you all of that, you that wild, if you're that wild, you're not going to be in this game for 6 decades. I think Smokey Robinson been around like 6 decades. You're not going to be around 6 decades and not have your reputation damaged, not have people calling you out. At the very least, you're going to hear some rumors. You don't get to go through the industry this many years, man, and violate people and never get exposed like that. You at least gonna hear something, even if he don't be punished for it. You're gonna hear something about it. Not once. Not once. This ain't gonna stick. This ain't gonna stick. These women talking about they was working for minimum wage. I don't believe that either. I absolutely don't believe it. I don't believe it. With all the technology they got these days, you know, if you got a housekeeper, I got a housekeeper. So, you know, most people that got housekeepers, they got cameras. They got cameras in their house. So there should be some evidence. There should be some kind of evidence somewhere. There should be some evidence. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. 4? Where they go? How they go find 4 housekeepers? So when they get rid of one housekeeper, the other housekeeper pass on the information? Or did this one housekeeper who they trusted and who was the personal assistant set up everything and call the other housekeepers and say, look, I'm going to do this and woo, 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 woo. You want to get some of this money? I bet you, fam, I bet you that's how it went. I bet you that trusted one, that personal assistant, is the one who rallied the other ones. Remember, she was a housekeeper and personal assistant. So that means that she had action. She had action. She had access. She probably hired the other housekeepers. Yeah. She probably was. Let me look at that timeline again. Yeah. So in order for that to happen, she had to be there. Let's say, let's go back on this. Let's go back. These women, they say, okay, Jane Doe 1 worked from 2023 to 2024. Let's see. Jane Doe 2 from 2014 to 2020. Jane Doe 3 from February 2012 to 2024. And here we go. Jane Doe 4. That's the one. I bet you $1 to a donut. Jane Doe 4 is the one who hatched the plan. I'll bet you $1 to a donut because she was the one who had been there the longest. She had been with them the longest. From 2006 to 2024, she was there. And I'll bet you $1 to a donut, she's the one who contacted the other housekeepers and said, let's get this money. They probably been sitting back watching all these people get paid, watching all of these cases, like so many other women around the country and some men, been watching people filing these lawsuits against celebrities that's loaded. They got a bunch of bread. And they sitting back thinking, shit, man, I need to give me some of that money, some of that free money, some of that easy money. I'm gonna file me a lawsuit. Easy money. And you know, the trip part about it is that I was just having this conversation with somebody else a couple of days ago about housekeepers and how her housekeeper stole from her. And this is not an indictment against all housekeepers, but I will say this. It don't matter how good you treat somebody. You can treat them like family. You can give them extra money. You can give them extra days off. You can look out for them. You can look out for their kids or other family members. You can be their therapist, their confidant. I mean, you can really like embrace this person, bring them all the way in, and they'll still steal from you. One thing that I realized about when it comes to business is that almost everybody, it don't matter how much you pay them, almost everybody think they deserve more. And it creates resentment. Yeah, it creates resentment. So if a person think that they can somehow hit you in the pockets, get you in some kind of way, a lot of times they'll do it if the opportunity presents itself. Oh, let me take this bottle of Crown. He ain't gonna miss it. He got millions. He ain't gonna miss it. And it ain't even gotta be millions. It's just that he ain't gonna miss it. He got it. He ain't gonna miss it. Let me tell you, he got a whole case of watches. He ain't gonna miss this one. I'm gonna take this watch, take this ring. I'm gonna take these silverware. You know, oh damn, man, I like these socks. He ain't gonna miss them. It don't matter how much money you pay somebody, how much money you give them, they always gonna feel like they deserve more. And it'll create resentment. That woman that I'm talking about, that housekeeper I'm talking about, she was treated like family. And when it was time for my friend to move to a different state, and she had to dissolve that employment, she caught the woman stealing on her last day at work. Caught her walking out with a big bag, had all of her china in it and stuff, stealing. So I'm with the trust but verify. Trust but verify. Let me tell you something, family. It can be your mama. Trust but verify. It's not that you don't trust your mama, but you trust but verify anyway, because mama might overlook something. And it could be a situation where it could end up costing you your company or your freedom when you start talking about taxes and stuff like that. So you want to trust but verify. Everybody, that's why you have checks and balances. Trust but verify. They let them women into their homes. They let those women have access to their families, to their private space. I'm sure they treated them women good. But the moment that they became disgruntled for whatever reason, they want to come back and stab them in the back with a $50 million lawsuit. I don't believe it at all. I don't believe it at all. It's inconsistent. It's inconsistent with Smokey Robinson's character. I'm telling you, family, I know a lot of people that know the man. And I've been in this game for 35 years. I've been in this entertainment game for 35 years. And I ain't never heard nobody say nothing bad about Smokey Robinson, let alone accuse him of being a rapist. Never, ever, remotely. What's that about? I do not know. But that ain't Smokey Robinson. I don't believe it. If I was Smokey, I'd countersue. They ain't got no money. But whatever they got, I'm taking it. Give me them damn bags from Mexico. I want them. Them handmade bags. Give them. I want them. I'm suing their ass for whatever I can get. I'm countersuing. I ain't letting nobody get nothing free from me. Nothing. I'm countersuing. And I'm getting everybody involved. They didn't put the word out that it's free money out here. You know, the word is out. The word is out that there's free money out here. You know, all you got to do is just find somebody you used to have a relationship with or somebody that you had some type of business dealing with and just claim they did something to you. You ain't even had to have any business dealing with them. You just had to cross paths with them. Oh, he tried to rape me in the elevator. Anything. Nah, man, I don't believe it. That's right. The clean up women is trying to clean up Smokey and his wife, trying to get to that paper. I don't believe it. That's why, man, you got to be careful about who you let in your house. You got to be careful about who you let in your personal space. Man, I don't care how much money you give. You ever had somebody? I'm gonna speak. You don't have to be an entrepreneur in this situation, but I'm just gonna speak to people who just help people, who have helped people. You ever help somebody and the one time that you don't help them, or the one time that they think that you didn't help them enough or give them enough, they turn on you, start talking slick. That's a person that's jealous of you. That's a person that's been bitter the entire time. And you probably got caught off guard because you might not looked at the person like they was family, but at the very least, you liked the person, you thought it was a good person, because you had grown to be around them and to care about them, because you learned, you had been around them for so much, and anybody that you be around for a long time, you're gonna develop some type of love and kinship for. Man, the moment you don't do it, the moment they think they got short at anything, they're gonna turn on you. And you be like, damn, where'd that come from? Got to get rid of them. Got to get rid of them. That's the type of person that'll set you up to murder you. If they think they can get some money too, they'll set you up. They'll set you up. What's up, Connie Hodge? Connie Hodge, what's up? John Rouse, happy birthday. Got the birthday boy in the house. Peaches Dillion. Bernadette, what's up, Bernadette Tinsley? Vicky Slaughter. Nisi, what's up, Nisi? Kevin Slaughter. Yeah, he said all four didn't speak English and they had on masks. They had an interpreter. Yeah, they probably had on masks because they didn't want the other people who they ripped off to see that they were scamming Smokey Robinson and his wife now. Yeah, they probably didn't sue people before, because you got people like that too. You got people that are coming to your life just to cause havoc, just to cause chaos. They'll come into your life and just so they can get close enough around you, be around you enough, just so they can sue you, just so they can accuse you of something, just so that they can steal something from you. Yeah. Takers. What's up, Peaches? Add love. Germany who? Karen Robinson. Tony Rain. Balls deep. What's up, Eric Love? Judge Dreads. The lawyer is a guy by the name of John Harris. I guess he's they got multiple lawyers, but John Harris, I believe, may be the he's the attorney for at least one of the Jane Does. Yeah, this ain't gonna stick. They better have some concrete evidence if they want this to stick on Smokey Robinson. Because Smokey Robinson ain't no regular celebrity either. Smokey Robinson is connected. And I'm talking about connected, not connected. Connected. Yeah. So that ain't gonna stick. That's not gonna stick with Smokey. Yeah, this one caught me off guard right here, fam. This falls under the category of things I never thought I'd see or hear. Smokey Robinson getting accused of something like this, it ain't nowhere near his character. It's like saying I bungee jump. Willie D bungee jump. Man, let me tell you something, fam. You ain't never got to worry about hearing how the bungee cord snapped on me. Because I never bungee jump in my life. I don't care about adrenaline that much. I don't care about having an adrenaline rush that much. I don't care about adrenaline like that. I'm never, ever, ever going to bungee jump. I'm not jumping out of, I'm not going to skydive ever, ever, ever. I would never hop out of a perfectly good flying plane. That don't make no sense to me. I'm when I'm flying right now, I be thinking, man, the only way I would jump out of this plane is if it was going down and I felt like I could survive the landing. Yeah, fam. I think this is a money grab. Looks like we got four more uh, people out there trying to get a free check. Trying to get a free check. Roaching. Trying to roach up on something for free. That's the way I see it. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I love to hear your thoughts. Till next time, fam, that's my time. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.